Terry, want to start making videos. Can you recommend a good beginner camera? Come here. Come a little bit closer because I need you to hear what I'm trying to tell you, okay? The best camera for beginners is the one you are freaking watching me on right now. Your phone is the best camera for beginners. First of all, it has multiple cameras on it, so that's a W. Second of all, it has microphones so people can hear you. Third of all, it's got a screen. That means you can edit all of your videos. And fourth of all, it has a connection, which means you can upload directly from your phone the stuff that you captured and edited directly to your social networks. That is what you need to use first. I need you to get comfortable being on camera. I need you to get comfortable making a video. I need you to get comfortable trying to keep people's attention. Once you have all of that stuff mastered, then you can move on to spending some money on a camera. It's not the camera you're using, it's the content that you are creating. You can create fire content with a...
Hey, what's going on, y'all? We are here at FutureLand Year 3. We have a phenomenal guest for y'all today. We are here with Mr. Terry Warfield, a YouTube phenom, viral sensation. I know I can't do you justice, brother. Tell the people more about who you are.
What's up, y'all? First of all, thank you for having me. I'm so appreciative of having me on this podcast and this event, period, man. What a blessing. But yeah, I'm Terry Warfield. I make a lot of camera content, vlogging content, tutorials, lifestyle stuff. Just trying to help people, make the most out of social media these days, because whether you like it or not, this is where we at. You know what I'm saying? So thanks for having me on here, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, bro. And I know you pretty much get this question all the time, but let's go back to where it all started, man. Where did it start for you?
Man, it actually started in fitness. That was a failure. I'm gonna give you the long and short version. That was a failure, and then it was one day I was sitting in my back room, and I had a camera because I was already doing photography and filmmaking. And I bought a new phone, and I was like, you know what? I'm about to make a video. Forget it. Why not? Man, I made a video, and just to give you like a small condensed version of it, I was doing fitness for years, and I made small money here. I wasn't willing to take like steroids and all that stuff. Although I was in the industry around people who did it, I wasn't willing to. And when you around your friends and stuff like that, and you lift weights all day, you into fitness, you look like Superman. But when you get around the other guys who are really into it, you can't stand out next to them. So, but the long and short of it was one day I made a video, and I had uploaded it to YouTube, and that video got like 50,000 views the second day. And then Samsung, because it was about a Samsung Galaxy Note 7. Yeah. They reached out to me and was like, yo, Terry, we love this video. We love this specific part where you said this phone is sexy, and we want to pay you $5,000 to license this 13 seconds. And I was like, excuse me? Like, you got to, and that, mind you, I'm at my 9 to 5 right now. I'm at Chase Bank. I'm working in the mortgage department, and it was real. Okay. So I was like, okay, maybe that was a fluke. So I ran it back. I did it again. A month and a half later, they came back like, yo, we love when you say X, Y, and Z. We want to pay you another $5,000 for this. Now, I was in fitness for 4 years, bro. 4 years and had maybe made $2,000 from online personal training and all of that. And I was like, you know what? I might be doing the wrong thing.
Yeah, right.
So I pivoted my YouTube channel from that to cell phones and technology. And I did all right, but it was like I didn't really get fulfillment out of it. Yeah. So I was like, well, what's the one thing I could go back to that I never got tired of? And it was cameras and helping people and motivating people. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave that alone, and I'm gonna start there. And it was daunting at first because there were not a lot of people on YouTube that look like me. Yeah. Most of them in the camera space, they look a certain way, they sound a certain way. And I was like, you know what? I'm not about to bring myself down and take away who I am to try to fit into the mold. So initially it scared me because I'm like, I don't know if I could really do it or not. But I was like, you know what? Maybe that's something in itself. Yeah. And I just ran with it, and I've been at it for like 5 years now with the camera channel, and God willing, I've been able to be full-time with it for 2 years now. Yeah. And it's just, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of lonely work, but here we are.
Yeah. So let's talk about that work, man, because a lot of people understand they think it's just, you just pull up a tripod, put in the camera, and just get into work, right? Let's talk about the work that goes into that.
It's a lot of work. When you are a content creator, you have to become the master of so many different skill sets. You have to be a creative director, right? You got to come up with the ideas. You got to be the talent, right? You got to be the talent. You got to be the editor. You got to be the technical person. And you have to do all of this over and over and over and over and over. It's a ton of work. I mean, I guess when you look at seasoned content creators, it doesn't look like work. When you see that highly polished video on YouTube or something like that. But just like any other profession out there, it only looks easy because I've put so many years into refining it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a ton of work, man. A lot of people think you could just turn on the camera and that's it. Like, no, it's a ton of work.
Yeah.
A ton of work. And this is the disadvantage of it. You know, I think in our society today, we are used to, if I do work, there's a payoff, right? There's a perceived payoff, or I get something back. Well, content creation ain't always like that. There's times where I've put like literally days of filming and editing and refilming and editing to upload it, and nobody likes it. Nobody watches it. And it's demoralizing.
Yeah.
And to most people, it makes them quit. And that's why they say the statistic is most people don't make it to 100 subscribers on YouTube. So when I say work, everything that makes money or is worth having takes hard work.
Absolutely.
But there's always a perceived payoff or immediate payoff, and YouTube is not the same way. A lot of times you don't get the payoff until a long time later, unless you're just one of those overnight successes.
Yeah. So let me ask you, with that being said, what do you say to the YouTubers who have put in the work, have put in hours, have put in the editing efforts and whatnot? What would you say to them to encourage them, for those who have tried and failed and want to give up?
Just keep going. They say every business fails 5 times before it's successful. If I had quit all the times that I wanted to quit, I probably wouldn't be where I was today. And don't get it twisted. I've wanted to quit so many times. I still want to quit. But, when you believe in something and you got a vision for it, and you've put work into it, the worst thing that you could do is stop. You don't, in the middle of a race, you don't stop in the middle of the track and say, I'm done with this race. You finish the race. The only way you can find out if or how successful you'll be at something is to continue doing it. So my advice is, I know it's hard. I know sometimes it sucks, but if you want it bad enough, you just got to thug it out, get it done. And that's the mentality I have in everything in life.
Absolutely, bro. So let me ask you this, because you're at 80K, by the way, and you said something interesting off camera that I thought was phenomenal. Like we trying to get like you, right? With that being said, you were talking about the business behind YouTube that people aren't familiar with. They think it's just having a high subscriber count equals dollars, but you said something interesting I think a lot of people don't know about. Can you expound upon that?
Yeah, so there's this idea that subscribers equal money, and that's just not how it works. Subscribers are a vanity metric that they look good on paper, they look good to brands, but it doesn't equate to money, right? I learned really early on YouTube, and maybe this was just the group of people I was around. When I got started, I'm like, I need to figure out people who have the business part of it figured out too.
Yeah.
Forget the glitz and the glamour. Like, who knows how to make money from it? So I surrounded myself with a few people that were really good at negotiating brand deals and stuff like that. Wow. So I'm saying that to say, like, when I had like 10,000 subscribers, I was getting more per brand deal than I know people who had more than 100,000 subscribers. And it was simply because they didn't understand their value. Yeah. They didn't understand what their worth was. And that if these companies if they're reaching out to you, that means that they want access to your audience. Even if that audience is 1,000 people, that's a targeted 1,000 people for this brand. So it makes more sense for a brand to pay you if you got a shoe channel and they sell shoes, then they go run an ad campaign for $500,000 and maybe get 0.0001 of a return,
Right.
So, like real early, I made it a point to figure out how to negotiate brand deals, how to find my self-worth with brand deals. And, to be honest, it's paid off. It's paid off. I know people, and trust me, I'm still a student. I think the most important thing with this is to stay a student all the time. But I know people who have much bigger channels than mine, and I've given them tips like, bro, why aren't you charging $10,000 for this? Or why aren't you charging, so there's a whole different side of it when it comes to the business part of it. And whether people want to acknowledge it or not, social media is a business.
Come on now.
It makes the same type of money as somebody going to work with a 9-to-5 every day or in a factory every day and there's nothing wrong with that. Don't get it twisted. I'm not throwing shade on any type of work anybody chooses to do, but what people don't realize is YouTube is a business.
Yeah.
Like it's a legitimate business. I have to run my YouTube channel like a business. That means the taxation. That means the accounting. Like all of that stuff still, and I'm still learning it. Don't get it twisted. Right. Thankfully, I got a dope accountant who I pay to do all that stuff, but it's a lot that goes into it if you want to take it seriously.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And shout out to you, brother, because like I said, most people, they like to gatekeep that information. They don't like to let it be known that it's a business behind it. You see the glory, but you know the story behind it. So shout out to you, man.
Each one teach one, man.
Absolutely. So let me ask you this. With that being said, what are 3 things you will encourage someone who wants to start out today with their YouTube channel?
You just got to start.
Come on now.
Right? if you sit there and you say tomorrow I'm a starter, I got to figure this out, I got to get this done first, like you'll get analysis paralysis, you'll never start.
Facts.
So if you want to start it, it's a perfect time to start it. Like just freaking start it. It's never too late to start. This world is 9 billion people in it right now. Facts. And it's recycling 9 billion people. So there's always new people that will be interested in whatever you want to do. So my first piece of advice is if you want to do it, just start. The time is right now. There's no time like the present. The second thing is you got to have strong skin, because on YouTube, on TikTok, social media, period, people go and talk mad crazy to you for no reason.
Crazy.
Like you should, man, if I showed you some of these YouTube comments, I'm going to give you one example. I ran a campaign with Sony last year around Christmas.
Yeah. And
the campaign was for like a holiday sale they had. They ran it on Best Buy, Amazon, and like 2 other major retailers. But anyways, I was on Facebook and I saw the ad pop up.
Yeah.
I saw the comments in the ad, right? And it was so many like racist, like I would never buy it from Sony because they worked with this thug with tattoos and earrings on. Like, and if I didn't have the skin I had, like that would make me cower back. Like, man, I'm not built for this.
Yeah.
But that was a testimony of like how you just have to have thick skin, because people are going to say whatever to you online. Just because they losers, they got nothing better to do. Either they jealous of you, or some people like the Joker say just want to watch the world burn. So that's the second thing. And the third thing is you can't care what people think. Like if you sit around trying to get acceptance from anybody and everybody, especially people who you don't know,
right?
Like it will make you stop dead in your tracks. So I've always told people it don't matter how good you are at something, how perfect you are, how good you look, how good you sound. There's going to be somebody out there that don't like you for no reason. For no reason. Yeah. And if you sit around and you pay attention to every negative comment and everything that people don't like about you, it will literally cause you to quit. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't care about the opinions of the people that you're close to and care about, but you just gotta go for it, man. People are gonna talk trash about you no matter how good you are. So those are my top 3 pieces of advice for you.
Perfect stuff right there, man. And since we're here at FutureLand, let's talk about the future, man. What can the people expect for the future for you, my friend?
So I'm. It's crazy you asked that. I just told Watch that over there. So like I do cameras and motivational stuff now, but I want to make a bigger impact, man. So I'm partnering with this other company where they travel around the world and they film these cultures that have cultural problems, and they make fundraisers for them. So the videos, like they create the videos as fundraisers, and then they donate that money to the community. Wow. So I don't know what that means, man, but I know I want to make more of an impact and be more of a help than just, look at this new product or anything like that. Yeah. So to answer the question, what can you expect from me, man? Just it's up. That's it. Like,
come on now.
Wherever it go, wherever God put the pieces in, I'm gonna follow them pieces, and wherever He take it to.
Bro, that's phenomenal.
But I ain't gonna quit.
Listen. So and there's a multiple question I want to ask you tonight. Where can people learn more about you? Where can they reach you? Where can they check out YouTube channel or whatnot and just support you going forward?
Yeah, first of all, I just want to say glory be to God, man. I wouldn't be here without Him, man. I'm so thankful for this opportunity. But on YouTube, Terry Warfield. Instagram is Terry_Warfield. And then Twitter, TikTok is also the same. So it's pretty much Terry Warfield everywhere. That's how you find me, man. I would love for you to come join, be a part of the movement, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all.
So do me a favor, y'all watching this somewhere in the comments, somewhere. Do me a favor, support Terry, view his YouTube channel, just be part of that movement that he's trying to contribute to the world, guys. Guys, we're here at FutureLand, talking to dope people like Terry, creatives, entrepreneurs, those in tech. And if you're not here, I don't know what you're doing with your life, all right? So listen, y'all, we appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.